G'day mates, how's it going? Welcome back to DirtByte. You join me on our survival farming series where we are doing farming vlogs from being a city slicker and turning into a country person who does farming and such. So you join me, this is our first load of the rye. I think we're probably going to have 3.5 loads all up. So this should give us quite a big boost to our financial situation. So we just need to get it all lined up. I'm assuming we can sell it here. Yes, we can sell it here. So we just need to connect up and get the back trailer dumping out as well. We can try and get it all sold at the same time. So there we go, that's that top first trailer unloaded. So we just have the rear trailer now, and I think we start with about 110,000. So we have made, what's that, about 20,000 for this setup. We have another 2 full setups, so that's another 40,000 plus probably about 80%. So what's that, probably another 15,000. So we're going to make quite a bit of money from this. This is a really big advantage to our farm expansion. I think this is probably going to go towards funding some more land. That's really where we're at now, and I reckon we can start heading towards getting some animals, which, yeah, is really exciting to me. I think that we should be planting a field of grass now to allow for making some hay or silage, depending on what we need for different animals. I think that we could potentially start with sheep. That may be a good place to start. Then we just need to make some hay, which isn't too difficult. So with this load, we should be able to get up to what, 150,000, which is definitely enough to buy some more land. Also want to check on our productions that we've got going. They are very slow. They're only very small, but they will end up making us some good money from the crops that we have been harvesting. That's what it's all about. So with this, we'll see how much we get. So 149,700. So that's good for a total so far. So 17,100, 17,200 roughly, and then another 1,900 for the environmental score award for each load, which I think is really good. Our little farm is definitely becoming profitable and working well. Since it is, I think we should actually pay back our loan. We still have the $40,000 loan that I took out initially, and we also have the $2,000 to pay back to our neighbour who we accidentally sold his tree on one of the first episodes of the series. So I think while we're filling that up, I might just go onto my internet banking and pay back the 40,000. So it's quite easy. It still leaves us with 109,000, which I think is really good considering where we're at with everything. And this is going to give it another 20. So yeah, this is really good. Might just cut out and I'll meet you over there while we solve this next load. Here we go, another full 2 trail loads in there with pretty much the exact same price, 17,200 and 1,913. So it's pretty consistent. I think we are at the peak of the rye value cycle. So we need to just check. I'll show you that when we get back over here. I don't think it gets much better than what it is at the moment, which is why having the silo is such a great advantage to our farm. Without this, we would have not been able to make anywhere near as much. We've got another 7,200 litres, I think it said. Yeah, so 7,200 litres, which is good, just pretty much 90% of the front trailer. So it's only going to be maybe 14,000 probably from this one, but that is still pretty good. We're going to be getting closer to 142,000 total, and we have a lot of produce from the greenhouse to sell in this month as well, because that'll be like really premium at the farmers market due to the time of the year. just get this final load unloading. While is it, see if we can quickly see how much everything's worth. So $1,564 per ton, which is yeah, an outstanding price for rye. So another 11,200 plus 1,200 for the environmental score that we get for the way we farm, which is, it's great. I think we've done an awesome job from that field. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go over, going to take these trailers off, going to take the bucket off, and we're going to put the forks on, and I'm going to grab the flatbed trailer. We're going to load up all of our produce from the greenhouse. We'll do that as a bit of a time lapse, so we'll come back in, hopefully we can get it all on one load, and we'll come back in when it is time to sell, and we'll head over there and we'll see how much we make. I reckon we're going to, I honestly reckon from our produce that we have there, and that we've got 140,000, I reckon we're going to be 210, maybe $220,000 once we've sold all that. So I'm pretty confident I'm actually going to buy some land today. That'll be yeah, another great extension of our farm. So we'll get this stuck in, we'll get this done, and we'll see you in a few minutes once we've got it all over to the sell point.
You're pulling away now faster than sound. The streets are street lights in my eyes. I'm losing my grip on you tonight. Don't stop, don't stop, don't leave me behind. Don't stop, don't stop, I'm racing through time. Don't stop moving, don't stop moving away. Don't stop moving, I need you to stay. The world keeps spinning fast, I can't keep up. Every second that passes is not enough. You're slipping through like wind through my hands. I'm chasing you down, but I can't understand. Don't stop, don't stop, don't leave me behind. Don't stop, don't stop, I'm racing through time. Don't stop moving, don't stop moving away. Don't stop moving, I need you to stay.
Welcome back. All I can say is that I thought I was getting better at using the front end loader, but obviously not. Not after stacking a load like that and the amount of pallets that went flying and falling off. It's luckily that they're well protected and well stacked in their pallets. We didn't actually lose any of the fruit or the lettuce, but we did lose a number of pallets. But we got there, and then we have 11,000 litres of each. Being that this is a prime time to sell, I anticipate, like I said, a lot of money for this. If it's not at least $200,000, I'm going to be very disappointed. So let's unstrap these and get them sold. 220,000 we've got now. So that was 71,000 plus another pretty much 8,000 for the environmental score for the way we're farming. So we are literally raking the money in now. We are making so much money in comparison to how we started. It's not even funny. So we haven't got that much land. We haven't really done that much expansion. It just shows that what we're doing is we're looking after the products and our crops and making the most of them and selling them at the best time. So considering we have that much money, I think we need to look at where we can expand to. Let me park this tractor up. Right, we'll park up here. Let's go for a little bit of a walk across the fields here. So this is obviously our yard, and we've got it all nice and level and flat. I anticipate that getting some land out in this direction is probably going to be the best option for us. I think we discussed that in the last vlog we did. Obviously, we've had to ramp it down here because we don't own this land, and we had to make it nice and smooth. But we can always get the tractor or the excavator, sorry, and the truck back. We can continue leveling this out. I mean, it looks like we probably need to put a fair bit of fill in this area, but we could possibly just maybe just level this out to put some sheep or whatever. But realistically, it's actually quite nice and level down here. So let's have a look at the real estate's page to see what is available. And 49, which is where we're standing right now, it's quite nice and flat, is $59,000. Easy, we can afford that, no problem. This one here, Farmland 51, which is 5.35 hectares, it's 133,000. Now, let's just have a quick look at that. So this is pretty much from where our field finishes here, all the way along the boundary there, all the way up to into those trees up there. So that is a huge expansion. I don't even know what we'd be able to do with that land to start with. If we had that, we wouldn't need much more. I suppose we could expand this field out further and along there. But I think that for now, if we go with the cheaper one, so field 49, I think it was, so this section here, then what we can do is, I'm thinking that with field 49, from where we're standing, we can put a really nice size sheep or cow enclosure in there, and they're quite expensive, so if we don't use all of our money, we can do that. We'll turn the former sunflower field into grass, because I envision that if we do get 51 at some point, we can make a really big grass field here that'll really go towards any sort of large crop animals we have, such as water buffalo or dairy cows that may need a lot of silage, a lot of hay to sustain them. So I think we're going to go with field 49. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to head over to the real estate office in their store there. I'm going to organize that. We'll probably end the month here. So what we'll do, I'll get all that sorted out. The vlog will probably start back again in the next month. So by then we'll have this and we'll have an idea of what we're going to do. So what we'll see is, like, I'll be a little while for me, but I'll see you in like 3 or 4 seconds. So I'll see you soon. Welcome back. Here we are in our newly purchased field. The money's just been transferred over, so it's all good to go. We're all good to start doing whatever we want with this bit of land. I've had a bit of a review. It looks like it's actually quite nice and flat, especially coming off from the yard area. I think it's quite flat out into this section out here where it starts to go up the hill. So I've been investigating with the builder what potentially we can build here for animal enclosures, and it's given me quite a list of options. So we can start off with, we can build a cow enclosure, which we can have for dairy or beef cows. Some of them are quite expensive, like we can get up to 722,500 for a 96 cow enclosure. I don't think we're quite ready for cows yet. We can do horses, so it's not too bad. Like $25,000 for a horse stable. We can do 9 horses. I think we'd be able to make some good money with them. We can obviously do a pig sty as well. Sheep is probably what I'm thinking of. Like, there's 2 options here. We can go for the $51,000 enclosure that can house 26 sheep, and we can go with the $97,000 enclosure, and that can house 68 sheep. Now, I do know about these enclosures that that's just the price of the actual building. So that doesn't include any of the fencing or preparing and getting the meadow field ready for the sheep. And it depends on how big that is how much it will end up costing. So I'm a bit reluctant to just go ahead and do this now because it all has to be done in one payment. I don't want to use up all of our money because it sounds like we have a lot, 150,000, 158,000, but we don't. It's like, time we do this and that, I reckon it's going to use up all the money. So that's the plan. We're going to move towards sheep most likely. The other options we have chickens. So something like chicken houses, $79,000. So it's quite expensive. Oh well, we can also get solar panel on them though, so that would hopefully make you some money. Then the other option is bees, which not very expensive. Eventually, you probably put a heap of them around, and they'll make us just some passive income. And the builder can even provide us a dog kennel. So We may even look at getting a dog once we move up here and we've got a house. But I think for now we need to start thinking about what our plans are in regards to the fields. So as we know we're working towards sheep, we might as well not get the enclosure or anything yet until we actually have some food for them. So I'm thinking this field here can be grass. Though it's not very big, my intention will be to expand out that way once we have more money. We also want to put in some sort of cereal crop into this big field again. We did rye last time, so maybe something, or maybe even something like soybeans, because that's sort of like changing up a little bit. We have the nice big planter. And then maybe the other two fields we can plant as a cereal crop, because I want to get chickens as well. So if we get the sheep out there, we can get some maybe chickens beside it or in this other area, or even there's plenty of room for chickens. They don't take up a huge amount of room. What we need to do is, well, we've got both of our drills, like our drill and planter, are direct drill seeders, but I do think it would be worth going ahead and actually cultivating where the sugar beet were, because that just doesn't make sense. It would go and direct drill into where a root crop was, because there's bound to be sugar beet that's still left in the ground. I would like to use the cultivator just to tidy that up. So we're going to get started with that here now. It's not going to take us very long because we do have this beautiful big white tractor, and we have this big cultivator. And along the lines of expansion, like that plot we just bought is a very big plot. So we're not going to fill it up with entire sheep pasture. So I think we may look at just turning some of it into a croppable area as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut out, I'm going to get in here, get this all cultivated up. So we're not going to take us too long, so then I'll probably head over to our new area and we'll just try and mark out an area with the cultivator of what we think might be a good size field going ahead. So just sit back and enjoy this time lapse. Welcome back. There we go. So that's the little field we're going to carve out. So I've obviously put out the initial markings for the field. We're also pretty much in front of us where the tractor is. This is where we're going to put our sheep enclosure. So the building will probably be about flush with the end of this field, and then the paddock will head out in that direction, out to our border, which you can see, which is actually marked by the surveyors, which is that bit of dirt line all the way around. So I think that's going to make a decent sized sheep enclosure on the right there. That's going to make a nice little field. We might look at doing another sort of root crop in here, or we may look at doing, I'm keen to do some corn. And then I figured on this side, we'll probably end up having like a driveway that comes from the silos directly out to us to service the sheep field, and then in that corner over there, probably have either a yard extension or our chickens. And then I figured that what we'll probably end up doing is we will end up buying the property next door so we can expand this field out into it. But then we can also continue this field along. So I thought that if we were to be able to buy, I think it would be field 39 area. So this field is, you know, quite big. And I don't want to expand it too much, but I think if we were to expand out in this direction, just to allow enough of a, like a bit of a driveway. So if we were to come out, say where this bush is, maybe just a little bit less, that'd be a significant expansion on that field. That would make that field very big. And we're able to then have like 2 significant size fields there. So this would continue up all the way through to 39. So let's have a quick look at the farm land or the size of 39. So as you can see, like that would be a very big expansion. So I think that should be our next target when it comes to land. It's $110,000, so it's going to be a while before we get that, because I think the sheep should be the next main priority. We'll get another source of income coming from that. Then once we expand into 39, we're going to need bigger equipment. We're going to need a big combine if we expand our blue area there, that was the rye field. We're going to need a bigger combine for both of these. So there's a lot of expansion, a lot of plans to go ahead with. Unfortunately, at the moment, it's a little bit, you know, repetitive stuff, because we have to deal with creating new fields and things like that. I noticed that there's rocks in this field as well. I don't know if we can pick them up or what the issue is with them, because we tried to pick them up before with the rock picker, but that was, I think there might have been an issue with that. So I may just see if we can borrow the rock picker from the store and use it. Give it a trial anyway, if without paying anything, and then obviously if it works, then we could have we could then actually officially rent the rock picker from them and actually go and pick the rocks up, because it would make it better, but cleaner, and we can make probably a small amount of money from the rocks, because there is a person around that uses them. It must crush them up and do something with them, I'm not sure, but yeah, I think that would be a wise thing for us to look at. I don't think it's something we need to do all the time. I think it's just one of those things that we just need to do occasionally as it's required. It's not a big thing to just do it once or twice. We have done a bit of rock picking for one of our neighbors in this series, and we know it's a big job. I mean, the field we did was a very big field, but it still took quite a while and took a fair bit of effort from us. I think we even had an underpowered tractor for running it. So I think our bigger white tractor would probably be more beneficial for doing it. But until we actually get the equipment and give it a trial, I just don't really know. So what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to finish this cultivating off. I don't... let's try and line it back up again. It's going to take a little while to do. So, I mean, we've already done a bit of time-lapse of this. Don't know if we really should do some more of it, but it's really the only way to get through this work. Like, it's something that we need to get done. And, I mean, if we're doing a vlog, we might as well take the opportunity to put a time-lapse on and listen to some music and just sit back and relax. So... and line back up again. Yeah, so it shouldn't take us too long to do this, so I don't anticipate that it'll be a very long time, but I think that's probably going to be the best way to get in and get this job done. So we'll just do a short time lapse, get this finished, and then we can get the scout out and we can test and see what sort of soil type we've got. Hopefully it's a good one. So enjoy. just trying to get this last piece of the field in one test. Let's hopefully we can get it. And then we'll need to send them away for sampling. So hopefully that's all good. So they should be back soon. I noticed when I went and picked up the Scout that we have our first pallet of olive oil. So sunflower oil, sorry. Or maybe it's canola oil, I'm not sure. Let's go and pick that up and take that over to the sell point first before we look at our results of the field. I'm not sure when the best time is for the oil it is. I'm assuming it's gonna be sunflower. But I mean, we did put the canola in first, so I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if there's different times at different processing speeds for the different types of crops. But we'll have a look. Have a look at it. So this is our canola oil. So that's really good. So we still have canola, plenty of canola in there, working away, turn it into canola oil for us. Like I said, I'm just going to go and sell this one straight over at the farmer's market. See how much we can get for one pallet. Then we'll see when the best price is. Because obviously we can stockpile this too. But it's our first pallet, so I just want to take the opportunity to celebrate. There we go. Let's put it down on the ground gently. 6,863 plus 763. So that is... We're going to make good money from this. We really are. So let's have a look at what the price is for canola oil. So it'll be... Here we go. So it's not the best, but it's not the worst. It's all like mid-range. So 4,900. That's pretty good. We can get down to 3,900 and maybe as good as 5,600 in November. So from now on, we can do some nice stockpiling. Last thing I want to do before we finish up this vlog episode is I want to go back to the field we were just in and have a quick look at the soil sample results. I'm hoping and crossing my fingers that it's a nice loam soil, so that's going to give us a really good seed bed, so that's going to help us get the maximum amount of yield from it. Who knows? We're going to find out very soon. So let's just head over there and I'll meet you there. So here we are, we'll just park up here. It looks like it's going to be loam. Yep, soil loam. Perfect. Assuming it's all going to be loam, let's have a look at the map that they provide, which has the soil compositions on it. So yeah, perfect. It's all loam. So this is going to be one really efficient, amazing field, which I am super excited about. Cannot wait to get this ready and planted. We've got to do some lime. Definitely got to get some lime in here. Maybe do some stone picking. So there's a bit of work we've got to do. So if you're keen to see how we go with this field and how efficient we can make it, or how we go building a sheep enclosure at some point, please do remember to like and subscribe. But for now, remember to keep your boots dirty and your bites clean. And I'll catch you next time on DirtByte.